Alright, so, Captain America is not Captain America and is called Steve Rogers and is also a little bit. But then, just in the nick of time, Captain America, wait, is not Captain America? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Oh, that's pretty cool. But then not Captain America tries to go into the military, and then they're like,
No!
and then not Captain America Part 2 is like, don't bother with it. You're the tiniest little motherfucker. You don't need to go into the military. And then Howard Stark is like, flying cars. And then Steve tries to enlist in the military again. And then that one German guy is like,
¿Quieres?
and then they put him into the magic green bean and make him big and buff. But then a different German guy comes and kills the first German guy, and also destroys the Gatorade of power that turned him buff in the first place, and then dies. And then so now the U.S. government is like, all right, so we have access to the strongest, most coordinated, most capable warrior on the face of the planet. What should we do with him? And then the U.S. government is like,
Merchandising.
then after a while of being a literal showgirl, Steve realizes that his best pal Bucktooth may have been lost in action, and so he rushes over by himself to go liberate the entire squad that's being held prisoner, and then he meets Red Skull, and Red Skull is like, and then he breaks all of the guys out, and then goes home, and he's like, then Hydra is like, and then Steve is like, oh, we gotta go fight the Hydra and stuff, and then everybody fucking ever is like, okay. And so then Steve and his team of rapscallions go on a campaign where they beat the shit out of Hydra and all that a bunch. And then one day Bucky is like, and then Steve is like, and then Steve fights Red Skull on his magic biplane, and also a bunch of other guys, and this sequence is actually pretty cool. And then he fights Red Skull, and then he's like, and then for one reason or another he's gotta put the plane in the water, and then he does, and then he dies, and Peggy is sad, and then Howard Stark is like, we're gonna go find Captain America, and then accidentally finds the source to infinite power, and he's like, all right, that'll do. And then 70 years later, Cap wakes up in a hospital, and this lady's like, it's the 1940s, and he's like, no. And then he like breaks out and realizes that it's actually 2011, the year of our Lord, and then freaks out because it's 2011, and a black dude is talking to him, and he was born and raised in the 1920s and 30s when it was okay to be racist. So,